Welcome back. Today, we're going to be talking about a case. They call it the TikTok killer. The name is Ali Abulaban. He was 32 years old, and he was known in online circles as a content creator dubbed Gen Kid.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands.
He was recently convicted to life in prison without the possibility of parole for the October 21st, 2021 slayings of his wife Anna Abulaban, 28 years old, and her friend Rayburn Barron, who was only 29. Anna was Ali's wife. Rayburn, they called him Ray, was a friend, but he was more a friend to Ali's wife, Anna. The offense took place in a previously shared condo before Anna and Ali separated at the Spire San Diego luxury apartment complex. Now, this is a bit right up our alley with the things that we've been talking about regarding domestic violence and signs, red flags, cycles, things that can easily be missed when you love someone and you've been groomed and controlled enough to stay in a relationship. And we're going to talk about the series of events that happened kind of from Ali's angle, and then we're going to wrap it up with the facts. So we're going to talk about that today. The secrets behind the closed doors of the Abulaban marriage. So we're going to angle it this way. After having been her victim for so long of abuse, Ali said that he had snapped. His defense said that Anna knew Ali well. She would create these cycles of chaos, love, abandonment, blame, turning his own family against him. Defense for Ali continued to claim that Anna would put Ali's heart back together, only to turn around and break it again repeatedly. In the end, Anna had taken Ali himself and just broke him and his spirit as a man. The anguish that this put Ali through had been building a lot of tension and anger within himself. He found himself doing crazy but necessary things to figure out what the truth from the lies were that he had started to believe from his wife Anna. It was evident that the truth was Anna was projecting her own issues onto Ali in the marriage, and her burdens were heavy. His self-image in the end was very distorted because of Anna's manipulation. Today, we get to see a few receipts and some evidence about conversations between Anna and Ali.
You've been lying to me. Look at your fucking face. Who wants to be with you looking like that? You're a fucking loser.
So let me preface this content with what we're looking at here. What are we looking at? Let's see. We see a, pretty stunning couple. I mean, beautiful 28-year-old mother Anna here when she lost her life, and her husband, he's 29 years old. This is Ali. Pretty handsome looking guy. Good looking couple. He's a hit on social media. He's very talented. He's a young guy. He resided out here, with Anna, south side of California. But listen, have you ever seen someone who is attractive outward and then they open their mouth and you're like, wow, that went all away? Well, that's Ali. But you wouldn't know it looking at him online because he gets to be anyone else but himself. And he's good at that. But the real question here is, who is Ali? Now, Ali's childhood was rough. Ali's father was said to be an angry man. Ali's mother was said to be intimidated by Ali's father. Oftentimes, Ali was in trouble as a child, more than likely because of the dynamic of the home. Ali's mother would hide the fact that her son was in trouble from his own father because she was scared of the punishment that his father would insinuate on their child Ali.
I always had to hide stuff from Ali's dad just because he would get angry. If he would get in trouble or the teacher would call him, or I would deal with everything. I was taking on the stress.
So during those times when Ali was in trouble and getting in trouble at school, you were hiding or trying to hide those things from Nasser?
Yes.
Why?
Because I was afraid he's going to punish him.
And what type of punishment would Nasser give Ali?
I mean, he would discipline him in the way he knows how to, or not abuse him, but discipline him, or put him in his room, or take away his his games. What is that called?
Like some sort of gaming device?
Yeah, we would take away stuff away from him.
Okay. And there were times that Nasser physically disciplined Ali, right?
Ali had also testified in his recent trial to his emotionally, physically, and verbally abusive father back in his childhood as well. He discussed that being the oldest child within a Middle Eastern household, that there was a lot expected of him. But he said that he could never live up to his father's demands no matter what. He said that he was afraid of his father before he could understand what that even meant. He remembers things in the home with his father like, everything was an overreaction, violent, and/or explosive. As Ali grew older, he used humor and humor on camera to ease the emotional pain. Making people laugh helped him feel some value. Ali had been diagnosed with ADHD and was considered a rebellious child who skipped class often and ended up graduating from an alternative school. Ali said that his father had him attend community college, and it said that things were eventually physical between himself and his dad. His father would kick him out and then suddenly let him back in. So this guy grows up in this very broken dynamic, essentially. His mother is protecting him. So unfortunately, these parents can't give this child the benefit of seeing right from wrong because of their brokenness, because their dynamic is not trustworthy or healthy enough to really be even raising a child in this environment. And if you think about it, if you do grow up with an angry dad, I can understand that everything pretty much is just defaulted into an immediate punishment. Bottom line, Ali did not get what he needed to understand love, support, the things that children really should be understanding. Safe to say that he may have turned out a product of his raising. So let's get into the story and we'll see for ourselves here. Ali completed 1 semester of college and then joined the Air Force at 21 years old, and he was stationed in San Antonio for basic training. Now, the military gave Ali something to feel proud of for himself. But Ali declared that while he was serving, people made fun of him because of his race. This created social anxiety and began to numb himself to ease the pain with alcohol. And eventually, Ali met Anna at a base in Japan while stationed overseas. Ali said that the first time he ever saw Anna, the experience affected him. Subsequently, Anna and Ali engaged in conversations over the phone and Skype for a period of 2 months before they finally ended up going on their first date. Their relationship blossomed. Now, as Anna and Ali got closer, he discovered that she led a very lively lifestyle, frequently attending parties and using substances. So in August of 2015, Ali and Anna, they'd been drinking. And Ali stated that he was just totally smashed. He was blacked out drunk and he ended up getting kicked out of the bar. His version was that he slipped on the floor and he took his girlfriend at the time, Anna, down with him. He claims the incident was this big misunderstanding that ended up leading others to assume that this was domestic violence against Anna, which ended up leading Ali to getting jumped. In October of 2015, Ali was dishonorably discharged. Anna found out in October of 2015 as well that she was pregnant. Anna offered the idea to abort their child, but Ali insisted that keeping the baby was part of their dream together. Let's keep this baby, let's fulfill our goals, things that we've always talked about. They ended up briefly living at Anna's parents' at this time in the Philippines. But in 2016, Ali found out that Anna had been married to a man named Sean Torres. And Sean Torres reportedly left Anna and he ended up reconciling with his ex-partner out in the States. Ali claimed that this hurt him because he had noticed this pattern with his wife Anna that insinuated that, he would get really comfortable and then suddenly all these secrets about her or these activities that she would participate in would pop into light. So at this time, Ali said he went back to Virginia and he took up multiple jobs as he resided with his parents. At this time, he was working toward a visa to bring Anna and the baby to the States. So Anna goes into labor. She ends up, having the baby. And at that time, Ali made it his mission to ensure that he was there when his child was born. So he boarded a plane and he went out and was present like a good father would be in the Philippines for the birth of their child. Now, after 9 months of working toward Anna's visa, it was approved. Anna, Ali, and their new daughter lived for a while with Ollie's parents in Virginia. Ollie said, you know what, at first everything was great, but then it started to get heavy between Ollie and his dad. So soon after, Ollie and Anna bought a townhome together nearby. So together they got a job with the same company. Ollie considered this time to be when things were coming together for his family. Gin Kid became Ollie's new social media identity, which also was the better side to Ollie because he was very good at being funny and acting through a variety of different characters.
John, how many people have you killed over what? A fucking dog? It wasn't just a dog. It was my wife's.
Your wife was a dog?
Shut the fuck up, Takashi. Just shut the fuck up, will ya? Everybody's so quick to blame the devil.
The love of my life. How'd you like that?
But we just met yesterday.
So what? What's the problem in that?
I mean, do you even know anything about me?
No, but I like your eyes. They never lie. You're beautiful. All these guys, they want you. Long black hair. What else?
I mean, that's all you got?
Oh my God. Why don't you try sticking your head up to her ass? See if it fits.
You fucking pig!
Oh my God. Come back. I was just kidding, man. I was only kidding.
Mr. Jar Jar Binks, Mr. saved the whole galaxy. Why were you banished, Jar Jar? Misa, clumsy.
It said that Anna would film it. She'd set up the lighting and she would like do his makeup. And if he needed anything for a skit, she was the supporter. Sometimes Anna would appear in the videos, but he said that it wasn't her thing necessarily. In 2019, he joined TikTok and quickly received success with over 17 million views, and all seemed well. But then things went real bad. Gin Kid obviously was not Ollie, and Ollie was someone completely different off camera. Both people turned on each other in an incident where Anna received a message from an actor, allegedly. Ali accused Anna of sending nudes to the actor. As Ali slept, Anna then went through Ollie's phone and found nudes from women through Instagram. And the photos were kept in a file that was like in a fake app on his phone. Ali declared that Anna got physical on him first. After taking Anna to the ground, Anna then left the home. Their way of mending this was exchanging Instagram passwords. Ali said that he ended up getting a concealed to carry weapons permit after people figured out his address and they had made threats toward him and his family. Anna ended up heading to San Diego on a girls' trip, and when she returned, she insisted that they all move to San Diego, California. He said on their first trip that they met up with friends, they ended up partying every night and using substances. One substance in particular hooked Ollie. He declared for the first time in his life that he felt anxiety-free and confident, and that he felt like he could talk to anyone and he was scared of no one. Also in San Diego, they met a man named Ray. In August of 2020, Anna and Ollie took another trip to San Diego to confirm if they wanted to actually relocate there. During this trip, they also hung out with Ray at a party, and at this time, this is when Ollie began to feel threatened by Ray. Ray was saying things like, hey, do you have a sister? To Anna, insinuating that he found her delightful or attractive. Ray told Ollie not to mess things up with Anna, or he could lose her. Now, Ollie tried to befriend Ray. He ended up purchasing him a beer, but Ray showed no interest in getting close to Ollie. Right around the time that Ollie and Anna were preparing to relocate, Ollie's brother had a mental breakdown and he landed in jail. Ollie's family insisted that they didn't want Ollie to relocate or that they didn't support it necessarily because the timing was just bad because the incident of what was going on with his brother in the family. Ollie felt torn because he says that this is when Anna said, take me to San Diego, worry about us, or we're done. I'm divorcing you. Either way, they ended up relocating eventually to San Diego, where Ollie promptly secured a job as his civilian contractor role. Now, the move turned out to be a great idea at first. February through June of 2021 in San Diego, Ollie testified at his trial that they partied a lot. They used substances, including his favorite feel-good substance, every single weekend. But the effects started to backfire, and soon he became paranoid. He felt that he reached his threshold with the substance. So he took a leave of absence without notifying HR of the true reason why. And as he's coming off of this substance, it's said that his brother had a manic episode as well. Suddenly, his grandma dies too. And if that's not enough, his parents are getting a divorce. Like, this is a recipe of disaster. And remember all those, little things that he dealt with in childhood that never got addressed properly? Like, how to handle these kind of situations when you're younger? Okay. So Ollie's mother, she goes over to stay with Ollie and Anna in San Diego. It's said that his father, who had these anger issues, finds out, and he flies out there too, raising hell. So Anna is very affected. Their daughter is very affected. Ollie's affected. So he goes back to the substance that he used that used to be fun, used to be recreational. And at this point, he starts using more of it just to cope. It became a necessity. Then Anna sexually pulled away. And this was huge. This was a big part of their connection in their marriage. And so there's a lot falling apart around him, and he is just lost. Everything's just fallen apart. Then things became physical and violent. Anna did not seek legal help of any sort against Ollie. Instead, Ollie shared what he was doing to his father, who recommended that Ollie go back to Virginia to get assistance with his problems. His father said that he should get a psychological analysis and rebalance the chemicals in his brain, as well as neurofeedback therapy. Ollie said that Anna was downplaying what he was trying to do for himself to get better. He ended up going back to Virginia. He gets put on some kind of machine that he carries back out to San Diego, supposed to help him with his treatment, but due to the lack of support, Ollie says, he stopped treatment and went back to substance abuse. Well, at this point, Ollie is just losing it. I would say paranoia. He's like going crazy. He thinks that her friends and their conversations about them cheating on their own partners is kind of taking Anna away from him. He starts recording her to rehearse conversations. They're blocking each other, unblocking each other. They're using their child as a weapon in the home to get at one another, and police start getting involved. Anna said to want to party so bad that she takes the child out of the home and, ends up attending a party. Well, on September 21st of 2021, the two were living separately, but Anna and Ollie ended up meeting up. They just kind of had this come to Jesus moment together. They're crying. They're in love. They're very upset. They're so disappointed in themselves, and they talk about their relationship, and they're like, let's do this. Let's try again. So they end up getting back together. Now, Ollie said that he thought things were going to get back on track, but when they didn't, by October 21st of 2021, there was a really big incident. He had been driven crazy enough to end up killing his wife, Anna, and her boyfriend or friend at the time, Ray. So of course, he ends up getting arrested, and he's facing trial for a double homicide in May of 2024, which was just recently. So listen, before we find out that he's murdered his wife and someone else, you almost feel sorry for this guy, Ollie, and hearing what he has to say. A little part of you almost, just thinks about the hard work that he was putting in for his family and his side of everything. But you know what? That's exactly how a victim feels too. That's how a victim gets wedged into giving it one more night, one more day, one more week, one more month. And suddenly the years pile up and they become a reality of getting trapped with someone who uses a lot of excuses, pity, and small efforts to say, I'm trying, I can do this, let's get back together, and failing. I this, I that. People start getting hurt. Children see too much, and eventually, with never changing, never leaving, just staying one more day, another threat, someone gets killed. We are talking about a grown man who made attempts in his life to do a lot of things right, and he failed at it over and over again. He's a tortured soul. So let's talk about that a little bit more. So there was a trial, and during his cross-examination, that sad, poor, tortured soul becomes argumentative, defiant, and a man-child on the stand. The little mouse who sought love grew claws, okay? You can so clearly see the fact that this guy has such a struggle with authority, holding him accountable to his actions.
Asking you a question.
Because all I heard was,
You cannot ask me anything. I'm asking you. Before you shot Anna in the head, you said respect to her.
I did not say that.
And you shot her because she had disrespected you and was with Ray, correct?
No.
Right after you shot Anna in the head, you pushed her head down into Ray's lap, right?
Oh, I'm not going to tolerate this.
On October 18th, you were also researching teen porn videos, correct?
What? What'd you just say?
That's what you were researching, correct?
Say it again?
Teen porn videos.
You're out your mind. Show me the teen you just said. You want to paint me as some kind of child molester? Show me what you just said. I've never seen that in a discovery. I've been incarcerated 3 years. You never showed that to my team. Where did you get that?
Telling her, hope you and Ray enjoy each other, right?
When did I say that?
I'm asking you. I'm not showing you anything. I'm asking you. You sent her that text on October 15th, 2021.
I don't recall that text.
It is not a surprise to you that she and Ray would go out together, right?
Are you kidding me? I had no idea about it. The fuck?
And this is the middle of the night. This is minus 7 hours. So about 3:30 in the morning, over and over again, you're searching for escorts, correct?
Okay.
Correct?
Yeah, sure.
While you claim to be in love with and married to Anna, correct?
That's not even relevant. My love for Anna doesn't change the fact that I was lonely. I was very lonely. She was not in the house. She was gone. She was confusing me about the status of our relationship. I have needs. What's wrong about that? Anna wasn't with me, right?
Right. So, but it's perfectly okay for you to sleep with another woman, but Anna could not do the same with another man, right?
I have not slept with another woman. I massaged another woman.
I'm talking about the escorts. It was okay for you to
We
get
never
an escort.
hired anyone.
You have to wait till I finish my question.
Okay.
So you acknowledged on July 23rd, 2021 as well that you had been abusing your wife, right? You wrote over and over, stop abusing your wife, why do you beat her up, things like that, right?
Yes.
Okay. You wrote in that message that she was wonderful to you, right?
Mm-hmm.
Because she was a wonderful wife to you, right?
She was.
You know, my wife was a wonderful wife. Yes, she was. That says it all. And how he went out on her says a lot about him. Very telling. How he was raised is telling. Dishonorably discharged is telling. Bad relationship with his parents is telling. And then returning home to them when he sees it fit. Okay? Changing the narrative is telling. Often perpetrators have telling signs, okay? And these victims, they ignore it. And that's why it goes from bad to worse. That's the story in a nutshell, that things went from bad to worse for Anna. This guy couldn't be repaired.
Okay, so July 21st, 2021, you caused those injuries to Anna's face, right?
I did.
Her face was swollen.
Yes.
Your sister Shireen wanted to call 911, right?
I believe so.
And you told her not to, right?
I offered to leave instead.
You told your sister Shireen not to call 911 after you punched Anna in the face, right?
I did.
He says a lot of things about sorry and changing, but he does not. Change requires accountability. Accountability makes Ollie uncomfortable.
Marriott Marquise, that's the fucking place you had the birthday.
Yeah.
Oh, so you're going? Luke's gonna be there.
I told you we're going to the hotel, dumbass.
Yeah, this is
not
the after
there.
party. Why would you sneak up this on me?
Dumb. Oh yeah, you're gonna fucking take a video of me while I'm here.
Yeah.
You know what? Give me my phone. I'll tell Julia to call security to make sure.
No.
Security
You
can call. Yeah.
Because your friends are fucking
You
sneaky.
don't even know her room number, so. Sorry. Enough, Ollie. Enough! Ollie, enough. You know, fuck this shit. Can somebody please help me? Ollie!
Stop.
Leave me the fuck alone!
Stop.
Give me my fucking phone back!
I'll give it to you in 5 seconds.
Give me my phone back!
Close the door.
You're hurting my fucking finger!
No, not.
You're hurting my finger!
Move your finger.
That you're sorry, babe, don't put me in jail, right?
Yes.
You said I'll stay away from home, get therapy and everything else, right?
Yes.
Okay, but you didn't go get therapy after that, like domestic violence classes, right?
Again, I wasn't looking at it as specifically that being my problem. I thought that the domestic violence was coming from a deeper place, which was be the drug addiction and the mental instability.
So again, you knew that your conduct was wrong on
Yes.
September 8th, right?
Yeah, yes,
And then again, you were apologizing to Anna to try to get her to forgive you, right?
of course.
And you were trying to prevent her from putting you in jail, right? That's what you told her?
Of course.
These injuries to her elbows, right?
Yes.
She had injuries on both her elbows, right?
I wasn't sure if it's both, but one of them at least.
Okay, scrapes on her elbows, right? Correct?
Correct.
And looking at people 16, when you pushed Anna down, you caused all those scrapes on her knee, right?
Correct.
And then you made her feel badly about calling the police, right?
I was upset, and I let it be known that I was upset that she called the police.
She had every right to call 911 based on the fact that you were violent with her, right?
Yes.
Okay.
Oh, well, in that instance, I don't agree. No.
You caused these injuries to her by pushing her down, right?
Yes. Well, I was trying to leave the apartment, so I don't think that she had the right to call the police on me on that.
But you taunted her about the fact that she was calling 911 on you, right?
I was upset that she was already midway through the call. Yes.
You were yelling and you were calling her a fucking bitch multiple times, right?
Yes.
This guy plays sides hard with everyone. Anyone that pissed him off, he turned on. If it wasn't his parents, he ran to Anna. If Anna offended him, he ran back to his parents. If his parents were divided, he played on sides there too. He also worked to intimidate people who upset him.
Oh man, the irony. He's scared that he's gonna get cheated on, but he's not cheating. The irony of it all. All fucking done in my house. That's my charger.
That's mine.
That's mine. Your charger's in the car. Sorry.
No, it's not.
Your charger is in your car. You only have one charger, sir. I have two.
There's a charger right there on your freaking thing. Why are you touching mine?
July of 2021, you continued to be violent with her, right?
There were moments that popped up, yes.
In August, there was a time where Julia picked Anna up from your apartment, right?
She did that quite regularly.
Hey, Julia picked her up one night because Anna was scared of you, right?
So she says.
Okay, but Anna was scared of you and she left with Julia, right?
That's what she says.
That was unacceptable to you, right? Anna leaving the apartment.
It frustrated me because Julia became her to-go, like on call. Hey, we're arguing, come pick me up. So things were not getting resolved. It wasn't physical violence. It was just me trying to address something or trying to fix something, and Anna would be like, nope, I'm calling Julia. Julia, come get me. And she's just there.
And then you followed Julia and Anna in your Jeep that night,
I did.
right?
I was very upset that this was happening.
You swerved near Julia's car to scare them, right?
No, I pulled up to the adjacent lane, and side by side, and I told them to pull over.
You're moving your hands indicating you're in the lane next to Julia's car?
Yeah, we were just, I was behind her the whole time, and then at some point I moved to the left lane to be window to window.
But you were swerving near them, right? Trying to make them scared?
I swerved in front of them, just to try to stop them, yes.
And then you brake checked them, right?
I did.
That's scary to someone on the road, right?
It is scary.
And you did that because you were trying to intimidate them, right?
I was trying to get Anna to come back with me.
And Anna did not want to come back to the apartment with you that night, right?
Initially.
So let's revisit the unhinged behavior and conclude the facts of what really happened in this case. We need to go back to his childhood for the answers. His mother testified that she was aware that her son and his wife were having marital problems, but upon questioning, denied knowing of multiple alleged incidents of domestic violence prosecutors say that her son committed. Even the DA asked his mother about an incident to which Ali's sister literally saw Ali punch his wife Anna. What does the mother do? Deny, as she always has. I don't recall that. Another incident comes up where the mother is confronted about a time when Ali shoved his own mother. What does she do? Denies it. The weird thing is, Ali's like, yes, I did that. I did that to my mother. He even admits it, but the mother's like, I don't remember that. When confronted about her son's domestic violence by punching his wife Anna in the face, his mother's response was, well, she hit him too, and references a FaceTime call where her son had some scratches that she saw. Remember, this guy plays on sides. So he probably just called his mother just to be like, look at my face. She said that her son was happily married before they moved to San Diego and denied that her son was discharged from the U.S. Air Force for allegedly punching his wife in the face while he was stationed in Japan, which is also a telltale sign too, because this is like a mama's boy, you know, like she didn't want him to go in the first place. She didn't want her son moving away. They didn't support it at the time. Anyway, Anna's friend says something completely different.
You mentioned that Anna was telling you about violence that occurred in Virginia. What did she tell you?
That Ali was already violent when they were living in Virginia. There was a time where things got really bad, and I believe she drove all the way to see Julia in Ohio, I believe. I do not recall. But that was what she shared with me.
Did Anna tell you specifically about how the defendant was violent with her in Virginia?
Yes, he would hit Anna, and yeah.
To me, the reason why she defends Ali is because if she were to admit that her grown-ass son is violent and angry and temperamental, then she's describing his father. Like, she loves her son, you know, even though he's put hands on his own mother, she loves him. But she's had his back all his life. She's kept his secrets for him. Even Ali's own attorney was like, yep, this is from childhood abuse for sure. Now, my husband actually told me this story. He told me a story about a boy who used to kick a wall when he was young. And everybody thought it was just a wall that he was kicking, so no one did anything about it. Well, as the boy grew, he began to hurt people and eventually murdered someone. The boy had never quit kicking the wall. It just turned into people. You understand? 9 prior calls for service were made to the couple's apartment since July of 2021. But Ali was not arrested in connection with any of those incidents. That doesn't include incidents that were not reported. One of Anna's friends said that she had been thinking about getting a restraining order very seriously, but unfortunately one was never filed before her death. So here's the truth.
He's like, I'm Jin Kid, you know, nobody can touch me because I'm Jin Kid. Her social life flourished when she moved to San Diego, and I think he became extremely jealous of that. He just became super jealous because his wife was going out with friends and he wasn't involved, and he wanted to control her. He wanted to know what she was doing every time of the day.
Louis says a text exchange he had with Anna last month made it clear that her marriage was crumbling, and she asked Ali to move out of their apartment on October 18th. Louis added that Ali got physical with Anna during their marriage, but she never thought her life was in danger.
To actually being murdered, I don't think she ever saw this coming.
October 21st, 2021. Was it first-degree murder or a crime of passion?
Antonio Montana.
Former TikTok star Ali Abulaban shot and killed his wife, Anna Abulaban, and a man she was seeing, Rayburn Barone. About a month before the killing, Ali livestreamed a fight on TikTok as Anna called police.
If I was petty, I would tell them that she beat me up too. And you know what? Goodbye to your little citizenship there, Miss Filipino.
Can you tell the boy? Are you having a fight with a spouse or a boyfriend? Yes. Did he hit you? Yes.
Always discussing cheating on each other, Ali admitted to having a sexual encounter with another woman in September, while Ali had suspicions after allegedly finding Anna's lingerie. Just days before the shooting, he sent her vulgar voice memos.
I didn't want you to be close to Ray. I saw that they were bad people and that they had their tongues melting before you. And you're gonna watch Netflix one day, and you're gonna see my face on Netflix. Hey, isn't that your husband?
October 21st, the day of the murders. Ali planned to leave for LA, sent Anna and their daughter groceries and roses. When Anna didn't acknowledge the flowers, he changed her contact photo to a picture of trash. He drove from his Mission Beach hotel to the 35th floor Spire apartment and trashed it.
I threw the roses on the ground. I was having a huge tantrum.
While inside, used his daughter's iPad to bug the apartment on the app Discord to try and catch Anna with another man. He went back to his hotel, fell asleep, and woke up to a man's voice on the app.
Immediately, I'm like, oh my God, that's Anna. Oh my God, who's that man? Suddenly there was silence, and I'm like, what? Why don't I hear anything? Why'd they stop talking? Next, I start hearing R&B music playing.
High on cocaine, he drove to the apartment with his gun holstered like he claims he did often, and within 3 seconds of opening the apartment door, he fires 6 shots, killing Anna and Ray.
And then before I could stop myself, I just snapped. My gun was in my hand, and next thing I'm shooting, and I can't stop. I'm just shooting, and I'm even startled. It's like I'm watching it happen. I'm in the passenger seat of my own body. I can't stop it, and I hear Anna screaming and crying.
Moments later, he calls his mom. The confession caught on a neighbor's security camera. Then drives to pick up his daughter from school and calls 911.
Yes, ma'am. My wife and another man were, I found them dead on the couch.
Okay, stand by.
Please help my wife. Please help her.
Just moments later, San Diego police arrive at the apartment.
He did say that his defense is that he snapped when Anna left him after she was abused for years by him and that she was hanging out with another man. The judge told the jury that they need to decide if Abulaban is guilty of, again, first-degree murder, second-degree murder, or voluntary manslaughter. Shown a temper at times, and then he'll remain calm. The prosecution argues that Abulaban beat Anna for years and berated her.
There were dozens and dozens of audio messages, texting, with this general vibe of where are you, who are you with, what are you doing, vile, disparaging names constantly.
In addition to audio messages, Escalante spoke about Abulaban's internet search history, which included disturbing images.
He's looking up chopped bodies, decapitated head cartel graphic.
Escalante also read text messages and emails exchanged between Abulaban and Anna. Some were sent following incidents of domestic violence.
You were the only one there for me, and I hurt you. I could never forgive myself.
In September, 1 month before the killings, Anna sent Abulaban a message telling him she was done with their marriage.
I need to move on and get back on my feet. You've dragged me down enough.
We know this all started back in 2015 when he was dishonorably discharged from the military for the alleged fight. 2015, you guys. This had been going on for years. Sounds like a lot went unreported. And we realized that Ali would guilt Anna to not call the police on him, and that was a frequent habit. So now what do we think about this guy's sad story? Hopefully this gives clear insight on how victims can be deceived and manipulated. People miss flags all the time. They give it one more apology, one more chance. They find themselves distancing from a perpetrator after only so much tolerance. And sometimes that's like years and years. And the perpetrator was so used to having control and refusing to let go. And because of it, some victims don't make it out alive. Ali Abulaban ended up pleading not guilty to the 2 charges of first-degree murder, but he did admit to killing the 2 during his trial testimony. A jury of 12 had decided the fate of the former TikTok star Ali Abulaban in his high-profile double murder trial. Ali had been found guilty of first-degree murder of both Anna and Ray. He faces life in prison without the possibility of parole with the first-degree murder charges. Did the jury get it right? Do you think that there was a reason to put this guy back on the streets, even though he had a hard life? Even though that he was pretty much neglected emotionally through the support of his own parents growing up? Do you think people like that can change? Do you agree that his childhood played a huge role in all of this? What are your thoughts? Thank you guys so much for tuning in. I really appreciate it. And I will be seeing you soon for more content. I'm Chelsea J. Be blessed, loved ones.